So Chris borrowed a pop-up camper from his son and brought it to my house. Yeah, so here it is, and we gotta basically get it packed. All set? Okay. Let's head out. We just left Independence, Kansas, headed to Akron, Colorado. And this is a total luxury trip for me because I have a pilot. There's Chris. But this is going to be lap of luxury because Chris likes to drive. And I am a remote worker who needs to work on his computer. So it works out pretty good. Okay, so we're hitting the road and headed for Akron, Colorado. Just thought we'd see what that particular site was like. It looks like a pretty open area. It's a state fairground that has some kind of campground attached to it, but it's not going to be very cool. We're mostly interested in the drive for the day here across western Kansas and eastern Colorado, both to if you're being charitable, you might call them austere. If you're harsher, you might call them wastelands. We'll see. I personally like them, but I'll get some footage along the way. So here we are, headed towards Salina, Kansas. As you can see, it's starting to open up, but it will get a lot different when we hit true western Kansas. So right now, we're actually angling north from Wichita to Salina. But once we hit Salina, then we'll head over, whether that be west, and things will change a lot. If you think this looks empty, just wait. Here at the mighty Orscheln's Farm and Home. First casualty of the trip. The wheel of our trailer. This is the jack. There was a wheel underneath. It went down a little too far while we were driving and completely got destroyed. And so we're trying to get the hub out so that we can put a new wheel on. Stopped outside of Russell, Kansas, just to use the restroom and admire the scenery. It's about 92 degrees, and we're right next to the interstate. You can probably hear the traffic. As is typical in western Kansas, the wind is non-stop. That is some empty prairie. Well, not really prairie because that's corn we're passing, but you get the idea. Not much. So here we are on the extreme northwest corner of Kansas. We've already gone through Goodland, Kansas, and we're about 4 or 5 miles from the border with Colorado. And as you can see, it's a whole lot of nothing. Kansas. There we go. Here we are in eastern Colorado. Now we're on a 2-lane. Of course, it doesn't look that much different than Kansas, but there are more trees. Chris has been driving now for about 8-9 hours today.
I only got 2 hours of sleep doing it.
Well, we're almost to the campsite and we're approaching the town of Independent. So we drove 10 hours from Independence, Kansas, only to get to Independent, Colorado. And we're only about 20 miles away from where we're going to stop for the night. Geez, this looks kind of like a bit of a wasteland. Don't go off the road here, Chris. Supposedly, we're staying at a county fair or fairgrounds that has a kind of a simple campground there, but I don't see any county fairgrounds. Well, we'll keep driving and see what happens.
Yeah, if there's something out here for real,
I'm telling you, we're going to come around a corner and it's going to be awesome. So we have not seen another car for like 30 minutes.
Damn,
to the thing.
You've taken me desolate places. Are you sure that we're not gonna get out of here just before you kill me?
I'm telling you, I am losing confidence in this, but I feel like if this isn't the spot, then we can just go into Akron and say, where's the fairgrounds? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're only a couple of miles away from Akron.
No, can we just take this beautiful road?
Yeah, but no, we're according to this, we're only 300 feet away from the place we're supposed to go, Chris. So I think that this ain't it.
I think you're right, man.
Okay,
now,
so
can you look at your map and
yep.
see if you can go straight into town?
Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, let's figure out how to. Akron is up there, I think, on the right. Go straight, and I'm gonna fiddle with the
that is so
map. So Chris is pretty pleased with himself because he thought we should go into town first, and of course that turns out probably where we're supposed to go anyway. So that's where we're headed. We'll be there in just a minute, actually. Ferris wheel's right down here on the left. So let's just have a look here. Akron city limit. We're at 4,600 feet.
well, here's the fair.
Yeah. Okay, slow down, Chris. This looks extremely promising. Washington County Fairgrounds.
They got the flags and stuff there for everything.
Okay, so Chris, go in and find us an RV place to park. I'm a little baffled.
Ask those guys back
Yeah,
there.
we should have. definitely should have asked those guys. But just, I mean, everything's open, so we're not like, we're okay.
We got amusement, Dan.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. Here's Rodeo Arena. Still don't see any place.
Restrooms.
Oh, that's promising too. Restrooms.
Showers.
Oh, this is very promising, Chris. Because we got all this stuff.
Well, okay.
Okay.
You don't know how far much we need.
Yeah,
Get back out here without.
I agree. Chris, this is it. Look,
Oh, okay.
these are the hookups.
These are the hookups. Okay.
Now, okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We still got to figure out how to register here.
Well,
So
okay.
let's go back and talk to those guys. So we talked to a sheriff's deputy, and he said we could stay here. He didn't know the process, but he was fine with us staying here, and he gave us his card. So we're gonna figure out a place to park.
Straight back now. Straight back. Keep going. Keep going. I think you'd be good right there, Dan. Are you talking to me? I think you'd be fine right there.
All right, so cooking dinner here. Got a couple of ribeyes, cooking up the potatoes. We'll have onions and peppers in the potatoes. And sun's starting to go down.
Go down fast.
Look at that. And there's our intrepid camper there. We had to set up the truck here because the wind is coming directly from that direction. So we needed a way to set up the cook table so we could actually cook. We could cook in there, but the steak, of course, is very splattery. Anyway, the only bad part about the site is those little things that stick in our feet. So we're figuring that out. So here's Chris cleaning the whatever those little stickers are out of our Crocs. Those are mine he's doing. He already did his.
Yeah, he's hurt like a son of a bitch.
Oh, these are almost done. God dang, they're looking good. They're close. I gotta flip them a couple more times, get better crust, but wow, they're gonna be good. And then, take a look at that. I mean, if that isn't a nice way to end the day, I don't know what is. How lovely. First of all, steaks are coming along. Look at how gorgeous that is. Jesus Christ. Then we got this amazing sight. I don't know how well it'll show up, but that is pretty cool. So it's a cloud.
It's raining and it's dissipating before it hits the ground.
Well, but the sunlight is hitting the rain as it comes out of the clouds. Amazing. I'll see if I can get a snapshot of that. And then I want to show you this incredible sunset that we get to see out of our camper. Holy moly, look at that. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. I mean, the views from this campsite, Even with the prickers in your shoes, it's pretty good. All right, let's finish up dinner. Wow.
The next morning.
We're gonna depart one of the more unusual campsites we've stayed at. We don't usually stay at campsites with Ferris wheels. There's no question we're on a pretty desolate road, having left our campsite and headed up through Colorado. So I've been spending the last half hour cleaning up my shoes. So you pull it out, put it in the McDonald's bag, pull it out. Oh, they're sharp. They have a puncture thing that goes in more than one direction. So it's kind of sometimes painful to grab them. But I've done 2 shoes now, and I've got 2 more to do, so I'm getting there.